What is going on, you guys? Steve with the video for you today. So today we're going to be doing a hobby talk video, but first I want to give a channel shout out to the channel Nerding Out with Cards. So he's fairly new to the YouTube community, and he's got a massive St. Louis Cardinals collection from what I've seen in his early videos, and it's really cool to see. He's recently put out videos of showing his Stan Musial PC, and I absolutely love Musial, and he's got some pretty cool cards to see there when it comes to the Cardinals. He did like a Hall of Fame, Cardinals team Hall of Fame video, which I absolutely loved. Not everything has to be about Cooperstown and all that. So that was neat to see. And, even though I'm a Chicago Cubs fan, I absolutely love that, you can get along with one of your team's rivalries and, the people that are there supporting the other team that, is a big rivalry against your team. I just think that's, I could never dislike somebody because of who they cheer for. And there's a lot of Cardinals guys that follow me, and I follow a lot of Cardinals guys. So, we don't play in these games. At the end of the day, does it affect my life if the Cubs win or lose? Absolutely not. But it is fun to see some friendly competition. So yeah, please go check him out. I think he's right around 133 subscribers as I'm making this video. A link to his channel in my description. Next thing, I just want to thank everybody for watching, commenting on my Ryan Friel and Jimmy Key player spotlight videos. I know that's, because I'm not showing anything too crazy or too vintage-like, but, thank you to everybody who watches those and comments and all that stuff. Ryan Friel, one thing that was really cool to hear is, I always knew Ryan Friel was an intense player, but I love hearing Cincinnati Reds fans say, Friel's hustle was right next to like Pete Rose, how he hustled at the game, and Friel made every opportunity he could when he played Major League Baseball because obviously he didn't have the extreme talent like Pete Rose, but yeah, thanks to everybody who watched that. So when Jimmy Key, man, Jimmy Key, a 5-time All-Star, and gets absolutely zero hobby love within this community, and just a major forgotten baseball player, but Key, almost 200 career wins, such a solid player as well that nobody ever, really not even Blue Jay fans even talk about Jimmy Key. So, yeah, I just want to thank everybody who watched those, and let's see, let's move on to, let's talk about a little bit of 2025 tops. I'm a little bit behind this. So, overall, I've added a few cards off of like Comp C, players that I collect. Here's the Trout 2025 base, and then the Jackson Holiday with the Future Stars. My overall thoughts on this design in general is it kind of reminds me a little bit of 2019 tops. I'm not the biggest fan of the design, but it's not bad by any means. I liked last year's a lot more, the 2024. But yeah, I'm just kind of slowly adding the players that I collect in PC, and I'll keep doing that. Usually Comp C is my go-to when I get those. I know I've added the Bryce Harper and all that kind of stuff here too. Let's go on to player runs. So far for player runs, I've here recently, I just finished up the Gary Matthews Sr., the Jose Cardinal, Fritz Peterson, and those are 4 retired players. I finished up their tops runs, and if they have Bowmans, I dig into the Bowman as well. And also for modern days, I'm keeping up on Corbin Carroll, Bryce Harper, Mike Trout, and Baby Yaz, Mike Yastrzemski. Been keeping up on them so far, and there's some other ones, but those guys I've really been focusing on lately. Let's see what else. Yeah, so the Hall of Fame, or between Pete Rose and Shoeless Joe Jackson now becoming eligible for the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. I think it's about time, honestly. This needed to happen a long time ago, in my opinion, especially with sports in general being so focused on, betting within the fans and all that kind of stuff. To me, it's just a little contradicting, not extreme, but a little bit. But nonetheless, I think that these guys should have been eligible a long time ago, and I really hope, because I was a little kid when Pete Rose played, I hope I see Pete Rose get in the first time he's eligible. I'm guessing it's going to be through some kind of committee. I don't know, like a veterans committee or something like that. So yeah, we'll see what happens with all that. Now a little bit about this Jeff Wilson rant that's been going on. Some people are talking about it. I don't really like to give Jeff Wilson too much attention. Long story short, in a video that he put out not too long ago on his like podcast or whatever it's called, I'm not subscribed to the guy. Actually, how I found out about it, Chris Stories and Cardboard sent me a link to it. I had no idea the video was out there. Pretty much I'm going to make this real short. He said, everyone just chases hits, no matter if it was back in, when you were a kid, when you collected back in, the 80s, 90s, when the Beckett Press Guide came out, or, modern day where everyone's just chasing all these one of one refractor parallels and all that kind of stuff. He said it's really the same concept of trying to chase the Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card compared to all these autographs and short prints are out there. I don't really agree with that. It's a lot different to compare rare inserts, compared to a base Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. I know what he means, but he's way off base at the same time. Everybody wanted to get, obviously, your favorite players and all that kind of stuff as you pulled packs, but I don't think it's fair to compare a base with these super rare cards that, especially some of them, are up to thousands of dollars and really extreme rare pulls. The matching just doesn't add up to me. I was happy to pull a Brett Butler card right along with Ken Griffey Jr. or Steve Sachs. I was targeting my favorite players when I opened up packs. I could care less how rare the card was. So I just don't. It's not really comparable in my opinion. But long moral of the story to me: just collect what you enjoy. Who cares what anybody else thinks? I've been grinding on YouTube for so long to honestly care what anybody thinks of me anymore. I share my cards and my passion, and I think a lot of people see how I enjoy the hobby. So don't listen to people that pretty much tell you how to run your channel and how to collect to make it better and all that. Be who you are, be the collector that you are. None of that really matters. Let's see. Let's talk about NBA playoffs. We're down to 4 teams. We're down to the Pacers and the Knicks playing each other, and the Timberwolves and the Thunder. I'd like to see the Pacers win. Just my guy Andy D's collection. He's a big Pacers fan, so hope for a good series in both of them, no matter what, into the NBA Finals. NHL, we're down to the Oilers and the Stars, and the Hurricanes and Panthers. We're down to the Oilers and Stars playing each other, and the Hurricanes will play the Panthers or the Maple Leafs. Game 7 is tonight. It hasn't started yet as I'm recording this, but it should be interesting to see who comes out on top of that. Going for the Leafs because Leafs fan down under, Mike and Yuki. I know they're big time Maple Leafs fans. Let's see. The Cubbies are playing. The Cubbies keep playing good ball. They're hustling along. That bullpen's going to kill them deeper into the season we get, or when they get into some serious cold spells. And that's what I want to talk about with sports. Let's get into some cards here. So here we got the 1962 Topps card of Johnny Unitas, all-time NFL great quarterback. And what I love about this card is the combo pictures there, that black and white with that big colored picture. NFL Hall of Famer. And here we got the 1981 Art Monk rookie card. Then we also have the 1984 Topps card of Art Monk. I love the old school Redskins logos on this and all the colors. And here we have the 1987 Topps 1,000 Yard Club card of Art Monk. Hall of Fame receiver, very good player. Let's get into some hockey now. Here's the 1975 Dennis Potvin Topps card. Really like that card. And we also have the 1979 Topps as well. New York Islanders legend and inducted in the Hall of Fame in 1991. Here's a little more hockey. Here we got the 2017-2018 Austin Matthews St. Patrick's Day uh, special type card in Upper Deck. I don't know. I really like that card. And here we got the 2024 Upper Deck Dazzlers with all the fireworks going off. Pretty neat card. Now we'll get into some basketball. I'll end this real quick. I'm trying to make it fast. 1988 through a rookie card of Muggsy Bogues. Always like Muggsy, and this is how I always envisioned Muggsy playing with the Charlotte Hornets. This is the, what is this? The 1994-1995 Emotion Skybox card. And we'll end it with, how about some Jokic? Here's the 2015-2016 Prestige Acetate, Panini Prestige Acetate card of Jokic. And his 2020, what is this? The 2022-2023 Panini Magicians. He was a 3-time MVP and averaged a triple-double for the 2025 season. Only 2 other players have done that, which was Oscar Robertson and who's the other one? I think Russell Westbrook, I think it was. I'm not sure, but I'm just trying to think of that off the top of my head when I read it earlier. Yeah, please go check out Nerding Out with Cards. Appreciate your guys' support. Take care and stay safe, everybody. Thanks again.